In the desolate expanse of the southern islands, a cursed woman named Medusa slinks through the shadows, her origins lost in the mists of ancient times. She is a spectral enigma, a haunting figure dwelling in the realm of dreams and nightmares. Local lore speaks of encounters with Medusa, descriptions vary wildly, from a large humanoid snake to a slender, beautiful woman. Some even describe her as a collection of lurking shadows. Medusa's curse stems from her tragic past. Once a beautiful priestess of Athena, she caught the unwanted attention of Poseidon, leading to her transformation into a hideous creature with snakes for hair. Now her very gaze is cursed, turning those who meet her eyes into lifeless stone statues. The effects of Medusa's petrifying gaze are a source of both fascination and terror. Those unfortunate enough to cross her path risk being caught in the clutches of this curse. Witnesses speak of the eerie stillness that befalls the victims, frozen in a moment of perpetual fear. The local populace bears witness to the harm inflicted by Medusa's presence. Tales abound of once thriving communities reduced to ghostly statues, the residents forever petrified by her curse. Fear and superstition grip the hearts of those who dwell in the shadow of her legend, shaping the rituals and behaviors of the people who live with the constant specter of Medusa. Survivors of encounters with Medusa speak of the devastation she leaves in her wake. Scarred landscapes and petrified remnants serve as a testament to the danger she poses. Despite the harm she brings, there is an enduring fascination with the cursed woman, her legend woven into the fabric of local folklore. Medusa's abode remains a treacherous territory. The local populace, aware of the risk, navigates her lair with caution, for the very presence of Medusa can spell doom and transform the vibrant into the lifeless, a stark reminder of the enduring curse that shadows her existence. The myth of Medusa is a well-known story from Greek mythology. Medusa was one of the Gorgons, 3 sisters with serpent-like features. She was the only mortal among them, and her hair was said to be a mass of venomous snakes. Anyone who gazed directly into her eyes would be turned to stone. The most famous version of the Medusa myth comes from Ovid's Metamorphosis. According to this account, Medusa was originally a beautiful priestess of Athena. However, she caught the eye of Poseidon, the god of the sea, who raped her in Athena's temple. In her anger and jealousy, Athena transformed Medusa into a hideous creature with snakes for hair. Perseus, the hero, later embarked on a quest to slay Medusa. With the help of the gods, he was able to obtain a reflective shield, winged sandals, and a helmet of invisibility. Perseus managed to decapitate Medusa while looking at her reflection in the shield to avoid direct eye contact. From her severed neck sprang Pegasus, the winged horse, and Creosaur, the golden giant. The story of Medusa is often interpreted as a cautionary tale about the consequences of hubris and the dangers of succumbing to one's passions. The myth has inspired numerous artistic representations throughout history, capturing the tragic beauty and terrifying aspect of the Gorgon. Medusa has had a profound and enduring impact on various aspects of culture since her inception. The character's rich symbolism and narrative have resonated across centuries, influencing art, literature, film, and even contemporary popular culture. In ancient Greek art, Medusa was often depicted as a grotesque creature with snakes for hair and a gaze that turned onlookers to stone. The myth of Perseus and Medusa, with its themes of heroism and the triumph of good over evil, became a popular motif in classical art and literature. During the Renaissance and Baroque periods, artists such as Caravaggio and Bernini continued to explore the theme of Medusa. These depictions often emphasized the horror and the drama of the moment of her decapitation, capturing the intensity of the myth. The snake-haired Gorgon became a recurring motif in art, symbolizing the grotesque and the monstrous. In the 19th century, the Romantic and Symbolist movements drew inspiration from classical mythology, and Medusa's image took on new layers of meaning. She became a symbol of the femme fatale, embodying the dangers of unchecked female sexuality. Artists like Gustave Moreau and writers like Percy Shelley explored the darker, more complex aspects of the Medusa myth. In the 20th century, Medusa continued to captivate the imagination of writers and thinkers, from Jean-Paul Sartre's existentialist interpretation in Being and Nothingness to the feminist reappropriation of her image as a symbol of feminine strength and rage. Medusa became a lens through which various philosophical and literary movements explored complex themes. Medusa's influence extends into contemporary popular culture as well, where her image is often repurposed and reimagined. From graphic novels to video games, Medusa remains a compelling and adaptable figure. Her portrayal has evolved, with some interpretations focusing on her tragic backstory, and others emphasizing her as a powerful and empowering force. In film and television, Medusa has made appearances in various forms. Notable examples include the Clash of the Titans film series and adaptations in television shows and books like Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Medusa's visage has also found its way into fashion and design. The iconic Gorgon head, often associated with the luxury brand Versace, serves as a symbol of power, beauty, and allure. This modern reinterpretation demonstrates the enduring appeal of classical mythology in shaping contemporary aesthetics. Speculating on the existence of Medusa's stone gaze ability and serpentine features involves delving into the realms of mythology, biology, and medical conditions. While it's important to note that this is purely imaginative speculation, one could draw connections to real-world conditions and phenomena to offer a creative explanation. At first, the most difficult to explain aspect, the stone gaze ability, where Medusa's mere eye contact turns individuals to stone, could be attributed to a fantastical adaptation of a biological defense mechanism. In the natural world, certain animals have evolved warning signals or mechanisms to deter predators. Imagining a mythical creature like Medusa possessing a gaze with petrifying effects could be a metaphorical extension of a defense mechanism evolved for survival. In the realm of speculative biology, one might draw parallels with the horned lizard's ability to squirt blood from its eyes as a defense mechanism. Medusa could possess an extraordinary ocular adaptation. Rather than blood, her eyes might excrete caustic substances with properties that induce rapid calcification processes, akin to turning flesh to stone. Imagine that Medusa's gaze emits a highly concentrated form of hydrofluoric acid, or a substance reminiscent of chloroethyl sulfide, akin to mustard gas. These caustic substances, upon contact with the skin, could trigger a series of reactions leading to the swift petrification of the observer. Although not turning the victim to stone per se, the effect might be visually similar to the mythical transformation described in ancient tales. This fantastical exaggeration of the horned lizard's defensive strategy would serve as a potent deterrent for potential threats, turning the concept of a venomous creature immobilizing prey through toxins into a mythical, supernatural defense mechanism for the Gorgon. The intricate balance between magical properties of her gaze and the lethal efficiency of the excreted substances adds layers to the imaginative biology behind Medusa's mythical existence. Such speculative elements contribute to the allure and mystique of her character within the rich tapestry of classical mythology. Scleroderma is a real-world autoimmune disease that involves the hardening and tightening of the skin and connective tissues. While it doesn't cause serpentine features to appear on a person, we can use this concept of scleroderma as a starting point for a speculative scenario. In this imaginative context, one could propose a mythical condition affecting Medusa that leads to a serpent-like appearance. In this case, there are many conditions that can cause the skin to take on a scaly, reptilian appearance. However, the hardening aspect of scleroderma has the poetic and fitting similarity to the petrification that Medusa inflicts upon her victims. Consequently, it is appropriately assigned to her for the purposes of this consideration. To delve even further into the speculative realm, one might imagine that Medusa's stone gaze ability and serpentine features are linked. Her eyes could emit a unique form of radiation or energy that interacts with the observer's physiology, inducing rapid mineralization and turning them to stone. Such a concept has been explored in The Laundry Files, a science fantasy spy thriller novel with Lovecraftian elements. The Scorpion's Dare is a weapon concept from the book series. It is a defensive network that can repel wide-scale incursions by reconfiguring the National Closed-Circuit Television Surveillance Network in the United Kingdom as a software-controlled, look-to-kill, multi-headed basilisk. The system is capable of imposing its own viewpoint, whatever it's looking at, and roughly 10% of the carbon nuclei in a target are randomly transformed into silicon nuclei, causing violent pyrotechnics. The technology relies on a trick of quantum observation, a la Schrödinger's cat, that temporarily replaces carbon atoms of the target with that of silicon, thus permanently altering the chemical makeup of the entire object. Note that the Scorpion Stairs system is a fictional concept and not a real technology. While quantum tunneling is a real phenomena, there is no evidence to suggest that such a dramatic tunneling phenomena could take place. Speculating on the fantastical aspects of Medusa's abilities and appearance involves blending elements of mythology, biology, and creative imagination. The stone gaze ability might be an extreme defense mechanism, while her serpentine features could stem from a variant of a real-world condition like scleroderma. This imaginative exploration allows for the weaving of fantastical narratives that connect the mythical with the possible, creating a captivating and mysterious character in the realm of ancient tales.